it's Jennifer. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing. Today we're going to continue talking about visual perception. I've already done a video on visual closure and figure ground, and a long time ago I did a visual memory with Easter eggs. So if you haven't seen those, please tune in and check those out. So visual memory is our next activity, our next video that we're going to do. And this is the ability to remember where specific items are or how to get to different places based on remembering just by vision. So for example, when you go to the grocery store and you can remember that the pasta is in aisle 6 on the bottom right hand corner, or if you're looking or your significant other is looking for something specific in the food pantry and you can say to them, oh, it's on the top shelf on the left hand side. That is visual memory. Where is a specific item in the refrigerator? You got it. So if you're a visual learner, you're already thinking like this. You are the person that describes how to get someplace by turning right at the house that has the yellow door. That's how visual memory works. So for our kids, we really want to work on visual memory because it helps with reading and writing. You can remember what the letter A looks like, or you can remember what the word the looks like when you're working on quick sight words. So there are a lot of commercial games out there, visual memory games. Obviously, you can use those. But now we're working on things that you can find commonly around your house. So the first game that I picked is this quick visual memory game. I started with 10 items, common household items. I went through my junk drawer and I picked out 10 common items. I'll have the child look at the items for 10 or so seconds. We'll name all of them so that they know what they are, and that will also help with the visual memory. And then I'll have them close their eyes. I'll take one away. And what did I take away? Easy peasy. Right? So you can add more or less items depending on the age of the child that you're working with. So I really like visual memory, this visual memory game. Sometimes when kids are looking for their toys or looking for their shoes, they have a hard time finding them because they're not organized and they're not in the place that they normally are. So helping kids stay organized, we always put our shoes by the front door, or hang up your coat here, or hang your keys here, so you don't spend a lot of time looking for things because you can remember where you put them. So scattering them out like this might be a little more challenging as opposed to having them in an order. But stay tuned because we're going to talk about sequential memory at the end of this video, and I want you to understand the difference between the two. So the next visual memory game I have is taking a item that has a colorful picture. It could be this is a puzzle. It could be a puzzle. It could be a book. And we're going to have the child stare at the picture for 10 or so seconds. And then we're going to take the picture away and we're going to ask them specific questions. What color shirt did the girl wear? How many different animals are there? You get the gist. So you can really work on honing in on specifics of visual memory. There's a commercial game called Stare and Stare Junior for little ones that I really like a lot and I use a lot in therapy. So you can check that out as well. The last activity I have is a visual memory game. So as I said earlier, you can buy these commercially. I just picked playing cards. So I get that they're clubs versus spades, but I chose all black ones just for the ease of this game. So with my younger students, I start out with half of them face up and half of them face down, so that they can remember what they're looking for that way. And then I make it more challenging by turning them all over. I really like to use, for my little ones, I really like to use the pyramid because it's easy to remember. It's a shape that is easy to replicate and they can remember where the items are. Make sense? Easy enough. So the last thing I wanted to talk to you about was sequential memory. That is the ability to remember things in order. So if we're reading a book, first, second, third, we could talk about animals. We can go from large to small. That will help with sequential memory. It's obviously helpful with math as well. So putting numbers in line. So if I were to take these cards and I were to put them in order from 9, 10, Jack, etc., I would probably use number cards as opposed to face cards. But it will help me remember things in order. So when you play the game that you're going camping and I'm going to bring something that starts with the letter A, like an apple, and the next person does the letter B, like a ball, that is sequential. The alphabet is sequential. So sequential memory is also important for remembering the alphabet. So I hope you have fun with these games. Stay safe and wash your hands.